Hi, my name is Kevin Inzohar, and I'll show you how to make a healthy brownie option. First, you gotta set the oven to 350 degrees. And some of the other things you'll need for this will be a greased pan, Pam to grease the pan with, a couple bowls to mix the wet and dry ingredients together, a mixing spoon, measuring cups, and measuring utensils. First ingredient would be applesauce, a half a cup of applesauce. And using applesauce, I substituted applesauce for vegetable oil because it is a great alternative for having a source of fruit in your diet, also easier for the body to process and digest rather than oils. And the second ingredient to mix with the wet ingredients would be honey. And I'm using honey instead of sugar. And although honey would be more calories than sugar, it's a natural substance that the body can process and metabolize better. So cooking with honey will keep the sweet flavor without having a sugar crash like sugar would, and the body wouldn't store its fat. Third ingredient would be vanilla, which I'm going to use a teaspoon of. One egg instead of 2 eggs, which I'll explain in a minute. The reason I'm using yogurt instead of one of the eggs is because yogurt will provide an extra boost of calcium and protein while making the brownie fluffier at the same time. And it will also lower the overall cholesterol with only half the egg ingredient. Mix all the wet ingredients together, and then I'll move on to the dry. And the dry would be a 1/3 cup of cocoa powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, and a 1/2 cup of flour. Mix all the dry ingredients together, and then you combine the two. And also, the original recipe calls for salt, but I cut out salt altogether because it lowers the sodium content drastically. The flavor doesn't change, however, the brownies become significantly healthier. And then before you add the mix, just make sure you grease the pan. And then put it in the oven for 20 minutes.